And I don't want to get haters saying, he can do what he wants. Yeah, I get it. He can do what he wants, and I so can too. I can tell you, it's not a smart idea to copy this guy's diet or cycling regimen. Coach Greg, in today's video, was exciting for me to put together. Randy Santel, a 395-pound competitive eating champion who's going on a weight loss journey. And he's a cyclist too. It's really interesting. He's just like Coach Greg. He's extremely motivated. But the problem is he's going about things all wrong. He's also highly educated, smart dude. He's actually getting his master's in dietetics, so he's literally going to be like a nutrition expert. He's dieting down, giving good information, and he's a likable guy. Unfortunately, the message he's given, it's horrendous, horrible. How to do everything wrong. Literally, the title could be, How to Yo-Yo Diet and Screw Up Your Life. And I know it sounds harsh, but I'm not trying to hate on him. It's just, I like the guy, I hate the message. I don't hate the part where he's trying to encourage people to diet and exercise is great, but he's going about it all wrong. I literally just posted a video like 2 hours ago. The number one reason why you can't sustain your weight loss. Literally, this is how you don't. Literally, this is exactly how. This is what I'm telling you not to do. So you want to watch this video and don't do anything that he does. None of it. Why? Because it's going to screw up everything that you're doing. You're going to get impressive results before and after transformation. Wow. It's going to screw everything up. You're not going to sustain your weight loss. You're going to gain it all back and then some, of which he's already done. I watched a ton of videos. You guys think I just put this stuff together in 5 minutes? I just scream and shout. I know more about this guy than most of you. And I know his diet is not going to work, and he's going to regain this work. Watch my video in 2 years from now and see who was right. So let's see his journey. I'm going to tell you how you should do it. I'm going to tell you what I like about him, what you can do. And the fact is, he's just losing his weight 3 times too quickly. I don't know how he has the willpower, the dedication to do this. It's amazing, but it's too much and not sustainable. And he's already failed once, and he's going to fail again. So don't write in the comment sections that I'm a drama queen, the whole thing. I'm doing this to try to help you.
It's going to be a large number. Here we go. Does he eat for free at the Heart Attack Grill? Here is our moment. It's free!
Yay! I'm 395 pounds of morbid obesity. I get to eat for free, and I'm probably going to live till I'm 50, maybe. So he's 395 pounds. Granted, he's 6'5", but he's about 55% body fat. It's not good. And he's going on a weight loss journey, which is amazing, but he's going to do it all wrong. So he's flexing, body positive, he's confident, used to be pretty freaking shredded. Actually, if you look back to his old photos, this dude was peeled, a specimen. He's the kind of guy that he decides he wants to lose weight, comes off like that. He can lose more weight in a week. Most of you can lose in a month.
Thanks to everybody that watched all of the videos from my 2020 Sexification. That one lasted 12 weeks, and I started, I think, around 373 pounds.
So last year he was 370 pounds, lost about 70 pounds on a 12-week diet. Then he gained back 95 pounds. So how did it work for him last time? Does that sound like you? You're highly motivated, New Year's resolutions, trip down south, whatever. You diet for 12 weeks, lose the weight, and then guess what? You gain all the weight back and then some. He did it in spades. And after the diet, you have that crash metabolism, and now you gain even more weight back, this time more fat and less muscle. Perpetuates the problem, vicious cycle. Catch-22, that's what he's done, and he's about to do it again, only even worse this time.
All right, Randy's joining me for a workout. Looking like bull rap. My name.
Let's do it.
So he's dressed up like Coach Greg, about to do 3 hours of cardio in the basement. 3 hours. Because guess what? The 12,000 steps a day, it's not enough. His goal is to do 12,000 steps a day, and frankly, that's about the perfect amount of steps now, isn't it? As you do more and more steps, you increase your life expectancy. You burn calories. It's healthy, amazing. But listen, It's not the fact that you're doing steps, it's the fact that you're doing cardio activity. If you pedal for 3 hours, it can count as steps. So he's literally struggling to get in the 12,000 steps, and on top of that, bike riding in the basement for 3 hours on a stationary bike. Burns 2,400 calories 3 hours. Dude, 6'5", 192 watts for 3 hours. It's about what Coach Greg would do. It's too much. He just started this. He's a week into his training program, and he's doing 3-hour bike rides. He has a minimum goal. He has to do at least 10 hours of cardio a week. How much does Coach Greg say to do? 150 minutes of cardio a week. That's a good starting point. He's doing 10 hours as the minimum. That's 600 minutes. That's over 4 times more than recommended. 4 times more. The guy's almost 400 pounds. Do you really think he needs to do 10 hours of cycling a week to burn calories to be in a deficit on top of 12,000 steps?
A lot of you all asked in the previous video what my target weight goal is for this series, or what I want to get down to, and I don't really focus on a number specifically.
And he says, I don't have an end goal weight in sight. Whether I'm 297 or 305 at the end of 15 weeks, it doesn't really matter. The weight doesn't define me. Yet he weighs himself every week, loses a ridiculous amount of weight, and I'm happy with the results. Yeah, happy with losing 18 pounds the first week. The reason you track your weight is to see, are you in maintenance, surplus, deficit? When you lose 18 pounds the first week, you realize, I'm not eating enough. When you lose that much weight, yeah, a lot of it's water, a lot of it's fat, but also a lot of it is muscle. Muscle, metabolically active tissue that you do not want to lose, that you worked hard to build in the first place. Go and lose a ton of it.
I focus on my nutrition to make sure that I maintain a caloric deficit, but I still must have enough calories, stay hydrated, do everything I need to do.
So one of his big goals is focus on nutrition, so he slams back an apple cider vinegar shot that's going to do nothing for him and eats 2,000, 2,500 calories a day. He says, I need to be in a calorie deficit every day to lose weight. You don't need to be in a 3,500 calorie deficit a day to lose weight. 3,500 calories, 1 pound of fat a day. If you lose 1 pound of fat a day, in 3 weeks, that's 21 pounds. He lost 38 pounds in 3 weeks. 38 pounds in 3 weeks. Oh, but it was water weight the first week. The third week lost 14 pounds the third week. The third week, 14 pounds. That's 2 pounds a day. 7,000 calorie deficit required to burn off 2 pounds of fat a day. He's eating 2,000, maybe 2,500 calories a day, 2.5 hours cardio. And his nutrition is paramount. The dude weighs 395 pounds. Remember that protein requirement? 0.5 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight? Well, when you're this heavy, you don't really need 1 gram per pound of body weight. Better goal, 1 gram per pound of the body weight you plan to be or that you should be. So let's take 300 pounds. 300 grams of protein would be fine. Or let's take 0.5 gram of protein per pound of body weight, or let's say his lean body mass is 200 pounds. He needs 200 grams of protein a day. He's not eating even 200 grams of protein a day. How is he going to keep the muscle if he's not eating the protein and doing all this cardio on a starvation diet? You're thinking, no, it's not a starvation diet. He's eating over 2,000 calories a day. When you're burning off 2,400 calories on a single bike ride, not to mention the cardio, 12,000 steps, he's 400 pounds, 12,000 steps. If he weighed 100 pounds, it'd be like doing 48,000 steps. He's a big dude. He doesn't need all those steps. So it's a starvation diet for him. He is starving himself to get to this point right now. He can handle it, highly motivated, confident guy. He's won transformation challenges in the past. 2010, he won shredded. See him with the 10, before and after transformation. He can lose weight. This is the kind of guy that goes on The Biggest Loser and loses the most weight and gains it all back. This is the kind of guy we're talking about.
I will always take the steps instead of the escalator or the elevator, doing all the little things just to burn all the calories I can.
So it's interesting. He has these great tips like take the stairs, don't take the elevator, and walk around and count your steps and all that. But when you're doing 10 to 12 hours of cycling on top of that, you don't need to do all those minor changes. All those minor changes are for people that aren't riding bikes 10 hours a freaking week. It's for people that don't do anything. So these are great tips, but not great tips for you.
Time to talk about how week 1 went. As I said at the beginning, I dominated.
So his official starting weight, 393.6 pounds, and after a week, 376.4 pounds, losing 17.2 pounds in a week. He says, I dominated. No, you screwed up. You underestimated how many calories you were burning. You underate. You never slept enough. And you lost so much weight that for sure, without a doubt, you lost muscle. And frankly, you weighed yourself on the Friday, 380.4 pounds. So you'd already lost 13 pounds in the first 4 days. You were thinking, you're getting a dietetics degree. They should teach this. If you lose too much weight, 13 pounds in 4 days, you eat more. That's interesting. I've lost this much weight. I probably need to eat more. I don't want to lose all my muscle, screw up my metabolism, so I'm going to eat more. If you had a coach, they would teach you this. My advice, you weigh yourself every day or about 5 days a week. You track your median weight, not once weekly weigh-in, because what if you had a heavy or light day? He's a speed eating champion. What if the day before the weigh-in, he won a competition and ate 30 Big Macs in a half an hour, something, whatever. The weight might be up, doesn't mean he didn't lose. Or what if he was dehydrated after riding his bike for 3 hours? So it's going to throw off the results, so he won't know if he's eating in a proper deficit or not. Now, most of the time I say you should lose 0.5 to 1% of your body weight a week. But when you're really big, you can increase that. You can lose weight faster, about 1.5%. So 1.5% for this guy, because he's so big, he's 6'5". He's frankly built like a strongman competitor. I picture this guy competing with Eddie Hall or The Mountain. He's a massive man, 6'5", has a lot of muscle. So for him, 6 pounds a week would make sense. Yeah, it's a lot, but he can handle it. So in 3 weeks, he lost 38 pounds. 6 pounds a week's 18. Let's give him 10 pounds of water weight because the first week, you can lose a lot of water. He might have started his weight loss journey after eating at a buffet, so give him 10 pounds. 10 and 18, 28 pounds. He's lost 10 pounds too many at the maximum rate he should have lost. 10 pounds. 10 pounds of fat, 3,500 calories in a pound. So he's undereaten by 35,000 calories. So I'm telling you, his calorie intake should be twice that of what it is right now. Not only would that give him more energy, it would also allow him to eat more protein, and it would be a much more sustainable diet. He wouldn't end up being hungry, he'd be more full. It's a speed eating champion. This guy can eat. He could eat my whole cookbook in a week. Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing that he doesn't have my cookbook in the first place. But hey, this guy has incredible determination. He's already won a transformation challenge in 2010. And how did that work out for him? Well, he eventually ballooned up to 370 pounds, probably from all the speed eating. Then went on a crash diet, got down to 300, gained it all back and then some 395 pounds, and now he's on a crash diet again. Seeing a pattern? Not sustainable weight loss. Why can't he go halfway between his dream physique? He was shredded, winning competitions, 395 pounds, halfway there and maintain it. And it's not a race. It is a marathon, not a sprint. This guy is out of the gates like Usain Bolt, running the friggin' 100-meter dash 9.58 seconds. Then he burns himself out. Everyone goes by him. He starts going back to the start line. And then he has to start the race all over again. Meanwhile, other people, they're walking slow and steady and they're going to make it eventually. It doesn't matter how fast you start. What matters is, can you sustain that pace and maintain that weight loss for the rest of your life?
And I dominated week 3. I lost 14.2 pounds during week 3, which in just the first 3 weeks is 38.8 pounds.
It's not healthy to lose weight at this rate. Not healthy. I'm all about health, and I'm glad you're prioritizing your life, and I love that you're cycling, and I love that you're on this diet. It's just too much, and all these millions of people that are following you, watching these videos, they're going to think, I'm doing this wrong. This guy lost 14 pounds week 3. I lost 1 pound. I'm a failure. And so it's misleading people into doing things the wrong way, and I know you're not trying to do that message on purpose. You're just sharing your story, but I know people And I know they're going to watch these videos and think, well, I want to lose weight faster than last time. But when you lose weight faster than last time, you end up losing because it's this marathon where you have to go at your own pace.
As most people know, the bigger you are, pretty much the more calories you burn. And since I am just so big, I am burning a lot more calories.
And he's not wrong. The bigger you are, the more calories you burn. That's why you can burn as many calories as I can on a bike. He's almost 400 pounds and I'm almost 200. He's twice my size. And so we burn about the same amount of calories. Most people my weight, they wouldn't be able to burn the calories that I'm burning because after all, I'm a trained cyclist. I've been riding for 4 years. He's just getting on the bike and burn all these calories. And so when this guy bike rides with his girlfriend, he burns over 1,000 calories more than his girlfriend. It's because he's almost 3 times her size. That's how he's doing it. So the bigger you are, the more calories you can burn, and the more fat you can lose. But it still goes by percents. 1.5%, 6 pounds a week. He's losing over double that. Every week, over double on average. It's too fast, too much, not healthy.
I've got the confidence because I've done this 10, 15, 20 times over all these years as a professional eater.
And he's done this 10 or 15 times as a professional eater. So I do believe he's using the excuse of, it's for my job, a professional eater. I need to gain all that weight and then lose it and gain it and lose it back and forth. Well, I hope he can convince himself of this, but here's the facts. Being morbidly obese is not going to help you live a long and healthy life. And I don't want to be a hypocrite because I've abused PDs in the past. That is not going to help me to live my own healthy life. But I'm not doing it now. I'm getting consistent blood work and I'm doing cardio and I'm eating healthy. And frankly, I bet my blood work is healthier than 95% of the people out there, despite the fact I've used PDs. But I'm not continue to abuse them. And I realize the mistakes I've made. This guy is not healthy. Yo-yo dieting is not healthy. It is way better for him to pick a slightly heavier weight and maintain that than to yo-yo up and down. Similarly, it's better to do doctor-prescribed HRT consistently year-round than to blast and cruise on cycles. You get the big picture? So yeah, he has every right to do this, and he can choose the life he wants to live. But I'm telling you, if you're watching him and you're thinking, well, I'm going to crash diet and lose 100 pounds in 4 months too. It is not a smart or healthy thing to do.
The big thing is just to get started, stay out of your own way, be consistent with your nutrition, and you really, because you're so big, you don't really need to be that consistent.
Why doesn't he take his own advice? People are writing in and saying, I don't know where to start. He's like, just do anything. When you're really big, it's easy. You have a higher metabolism, your set point theory, your body's too big, it wants to get smaller. Any little thing can help. Why didn't you just do any little thing? Walk when you want, bike when you want, eat a little bit less, start simple, lose the weight, and keep doing that until you get to a sticking point and then make another change. Get my friggin' cookbook and don't start by eating 5 meals a day from the book. Try one. One is enough. 150 minutes of cardio a week. Do that. Start there.
Take that down for week number 4 to just 10,000 steps a day. It's dominated my spinning goal too. 12 hours and 13 minutes for the week.
And so week 3, he's lowered his step goal. It's down to only 10,000 steps. But he biked 12 hours. 12 hours, not even easy bike riding, moderate pace. 12 hours. That's equal to 6 days, 2 hours a day. 2 times 6 is 12 for the math wizards of the world. 12 hours of cardio a week plus 10,000 steps. 2,000 to 2,500 calorie diet. Watch what he eats. Low protein diet. I can't wait till he gets in class and the teacher's got to know, hey, this guy has over 1 million followers, probably the most famous guy in his class. Let's see how he's doing on his weight loss goal. You're going to say, hey, you lost 38 pounds in 3 weeks. Well, lesson number 1. Stop losing the weight so fast, eat more and exercise less.
Had great rides all the other days. Had 3-hour rides on both Saturday and Sunday.
3-hour rides on both Saturday and Sunday. On Saturdays, I ride 70 kilometers, 2 hours, and I'm in a mess and I'm fit. The next day, I don't want to ride 3 hours. This guy's going 3 hours every day. He's almost 400 pounds. Does this sound realistic? And I don't want to get haters saying, he can do what he wants. Yeah, I get it. He can do what he wants, and I so can too. I can tell you, it's not a smart idea to copy this guy's diet or cycling regimen. If you want to race in the Tour de France, so be it. But there's something called progressive overload. Train harder than last time. You don't start an exercise program doing 2 and 3 hour bike rides. You slowly ease into it. He'd suffered a knee injury before this even started. I mean, imagine he hired Coach Greg and I said, hey, I want you to do 90 minutes or 2 hours of bike riding a day and 10,000 steps and 2,000 calorie diet. And he would show that to other people and say, I lost 38 pounds in 3 weeks. Are people going to say, wow, Greg's the best coach, or Coach Greg's a moron? The choice is yours. And if you choose to rapidly lose the weight and lose all your muscle tissue to go with it, ruin your metabolism, lower your testosterone, have a poor sex drive, feel like you're starving, have no energy, brain fog, lack of sleep, then so be it. Do this diet. But if you want to do a diet that makes sense that you can do for the rest of your life, get my cookbook. Follow Coach Greg's diet. Hire Coach Greg and my team. We do custom training plans for you, the people. Also, I have a training book. If you're looking to work out, get in shape, a training book. At home as well, at the local gym. Pick the book you want. Also, Harder Than Last Time supplements, you can click the link in the description. Also looking for ambassadors to help promote and sell the products. We will pay you to do so. Ending it here. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok, Instagram. Please watch the bloops. Click the bell button and subscribe to me. And be sure to comment down below. And until next time, I am out.